Welcome back, everyone, to the NFL on EA Sports from Las Vegas, Nevada. It's the Raiders in possession of the ball as we get back into the action in quarter number 2. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Raiders 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is TJ Logan to return it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the one interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of the season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
First down.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Lamarcus Joyner with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. So we have reached half. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Bucs take over first and 10.
And here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing now is Brady. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Targeting Godwin once more, this time complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
10 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
The ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Again, it's Jones. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
And a Buccaneer first down.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. His throw incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Brady. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
His pass caught at the 4. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
Ronald Jones with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, 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 and finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Tyrell Williams and the Raiders back on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. That was really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Right back to Waller. He's got it this time. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
And they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And that's incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
45-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they go for it on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. The tackle there by John Johnson.
Jacobs, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 40.
Second down and 6 now from the 42. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Raiders. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10. At their own 20.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. Pick it up. And some room to run now. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Raiders. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Offense set to begin their next possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 8 yards there. 1st down, Tampa.
1st down.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He was brought down by Eric Harris.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. First down, Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're looking again for Gronkowski. He's got him this time. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. A wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From midfield, here's Carr. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. But it's incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Carr. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
Can't do that.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Brady's throw there, incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and now it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Brady going to look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete to Chris Godwin.
Chris Godwin, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Incomplete.
Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Daniel Carlson to kick off.
And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Brady to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back to throw, Brady. It's caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, 28 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. And incomplete here. So that will leave him with 16 on the clock. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Jalen Richard now on the return. They're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
Raiders.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them